Okay. Hello, all. Today I want to talk about George Romero's newest film. Yes, Survival of the Dead. I wasn't planning on buying this film, but my local video store didn't get it, and I looked for a torrent to download it. But there isn't any. So I found it at eBay for a decent price, and this is the Blu-ray edition. So I won this on a bid of $16, total of with $3 shipping for a total of $19. That's a pretty damn good price for a Blu-ray. Okay, so out of George Romero's newest zombie films are really getting really criticized in lots of negative reviews and stuff. Land of the Dead and Diary of the Dead. I'm a huge George Romero zombie film fan. Those are his best films. I'm a huge Romero fan in general. I like all of his movies pretty much. So I got this. I watched it today. Got it in the mail yesterday. Basically, there's like this island, and there's like these two father figures, the patriarchs of their their families. It's kind of like they've had this feud going for years, and then the zombie stuff just kind of feeds their feud more because one guy sees it, as the epidemic, the curse that it is, and he just wants to kill them all. But the other family, they're keeping their family members around, even despite the fact that they could be zombies, and they kind of have them like in horse stables and stuff like that. They're keeping them because their theory is that the Lord will find a way, there will be a cure. So basically, that's the whole premise, really. It's set on this island, but then there's another faction that comes in, which actually makes this movie George Romero's most it's more of a sequel than his other films because in Diary of the Dead there was a group of National Guards who stopped the RV and stole all the people's stuff. This film actually features those, and I believe they got all the actors back too. It features those four members of the National Guard who went AWOL. They find out about the island and go there and get involved in this feud. So it's kind of interesting in that he's never done that in his zombies series before. But yeah, that's the basic premise. The National Guards, the four members of the National Guards get there and stuff happens and, shit hits the fan. And the two rival father figures of the families, just get into their big dispute and they get their final showdown going. So it's kind of like Hatfield and McCoy's with some National Guards members thrown in and of course, zombies. But, I really did like this film. I liked it much better than Diary of the Dead. This is it's just a really good zombie film. But then again, George Romero has never really disappointed me with his zombie films. With all the negative reviews and all the bad press that his new movies get, he still makes better zombie films than most independent filmmakers. Especially since he doesn't really work with Hollywood much anymore. He's still doing his stuff independently when he can. Land of the Dead was just a Hollywood production, but for the most part, Diary wasn't, and neither was Survival. So, yeah, and like I said, I've seen there are tons of zombie movies out there. I've seen other independent, low-budget zombie films, and a lot of them are just bad. At least George Romero is consistent in making decent ones. Alright, sure, this is not going to top, Dawn of the Dead. Everyone's always going to talk about his original 3 zombie films as the trilogy, and, nothing will ever compare to that. But I think that's a bunch of bull, because his newer films stand on their own. And yeah, like I said, he just makes good zombie films. So anyone who's into George Romero's zombie films, check it out. It's much better than Diary of the Dead. I really enjoyed this movie. Blu-ray comes with a lot of special features. It's got an introduction, it's got audio commentary, it's got Walking After Midnight documentary, a short film about Sarge, who is like the leader of the four soldiers, I forget their names. God. The National Guards members, whatever. A Minute of Your Time, I have no idea what that is. Time with George. It's got a great interview. Fangoria interview with George Romero. I did watch that, and that was an extremely good interview. This one was interesting. I did watch this one too. How to create your own zombie bite. Showing you how to recreate a zombie bite for less than $20. It's a very cool special features. It's just I really enjoyed this movie. I think this is a great movie. Okay, I have a story for you. Got a Goodwill store opened in town yesterday. Right now it's like Saturday. It's like a little after 10. So this Goodwill store opened on Friday. I didn't make it across town on Friday because I worked. But I stopped by there today just out of curiosity, just wondering if they would have used movies, and they did. Not very many. There was like 2 racks. One was basically music CDs, and another rack had some DVDs and like some video games, some Xbox games, and some computer games, and even more music CDs. So they had more music CDs than anything. But there were 2 shelves on one of the racks that had DVDs, and I found for $4.99 a piece. I had no expectations of finding anything, but I love these 2 films, and I've never owned them on DVD. So we got Batman, Tim Burton's Batman from the 80s. This is old school. This is one of those old school cases. It's mostly plastic. See, and there's no insert. It's all printed on the inside of the cardboard. I meant to say cardboard. Sorry. But yeah, got that $4.99. But I couldn't believe at like a thrift store or a used goods store I found that, and they also had the sequel, Batman Returns. Once again, the same type of cardboard, pretty much case. These are hella old school DVDs. No bonus features, but these 2 are both directed by Tim Burton. These are Tim Burton's Batman films, and these are 2 of my favorite Batman films. I like these 2, and Dark Knight are my favorite Batman films of all time. So yeah, I'm kind of glad I stopped in there. I was never expecting to find Batman and Batman Returns. So there we go. Wow. That's probably the quickest DVD update ever made. Haha! Okay, like I said, Survival of the Dead. If you like George Romero, check it out. I don't think you'll be disappointed. He makes good zombie films. Thanks for watching, everyone.